Oh, I'm definitely ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Today is probably going to be my most favorite vlog we've ever done on this channel, because today we're doing something that I've been wanting to do, oh my god, for so long. We're gonna go looking for marmots, and if you don't know where a marmot is,
Don't stop me!
so you're really missing out. So hopefully we find some today. Funny though, because we see a lot of very experienced hikers here, and Vernon and I, we just kind of like showed up in like t-shirt, shorts. Like you can tell we don't go hiking that much.
Yeah, I'm wearing running shoes right now, and we're clearly underdressed for this sort of thing. But honestly, I'm pretty optimistic that we're not going to be climbing mountains or anything like that. We're just looking for cute animals.
Well, Vernon doesn't know what we're doing yet, so he's just here for the ride. But we might be low-key doing some hiking, but we'll see. I'm just looking for marmots right now.
A few moments later.
Hey, Vernon, you know what I feel like?
What's
What
that?
it feels like? I feel like the Indiana Jones of marmots. Doesn't it? Because we're like, let's not go with people. Let's be quiet.
Yeah, we're trying to explore the areas where there aren't a lot of people. Naturally, right now, there's a lot of families out. It's a Saturday, so a lot of people are out here hiking, and they got backpacks. And
A bunch of kids. Kids are loud.
I feel like if we follow them, then we're a lot less likely to see them, the little
Yeah.
marmots. So we want to kind of go off on our own little trail if we can, to see if we can find them by ourselves without anybody else around.
But we did find a really cute waterfall. Look at that. And there's nobody here.
Yeah,
Can they see the waterfall?
no, probably not.
Just imagine it. It's beautiful. What did you just say?
So we did bring peanuts for them, but I said that maybe Maryana wants to keep a few of them on her fanny pack because, you know, if you see a marmot, you might want to throw one out there like a Pokemon to try to catch it.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
He likes it. That one's more shy. Oh no.
Oh my god, look at this tube. It's too big. It's so chubby. Oh, look, the other guy wants one now. He's like, screw these carrots, I want some damn peanuts. Oh, he got scared by the kid.
That's okay.
Are you finding some more?
I don't know how I feel. I'm happy that we got to see the marmots, but I am also extremely pissed off.
Yeah, there was a lady over there that was trying to give commands to the people. So there was this lady that we interacted with over there, and she was one of those kinds of people you meet in a lot of places where she feels like she has to tell you how to behave and how to act in a certain place.
And she was literally being an a-hole to everyone around. So I'll insert some footage of her. She even set up her stuff where the majority of the marmots were.
You know what kind of person that is everywhere you go. she's there.
But I am still extremely happy that I got to actually see a marmot in person, and I'll overlay a photo. I was actually taking a photo of the marmot eating one of the peanuts, and it climbed on top of the camera, and I think it was recording, so hopefully that footage is there. But I was just like, oh my god, hopefully the marmot doesn't eat my camera.
Yeah, even in the most beautiful parts of Italy, there's still buttloads of traffic. So I guess there's not really a whole lot we can do about that. Even on these tiny little roads, you see buses passing by.
He doesn't fit. There's a green bus over there, and I don't know if he's doing like a 10-point turn, but this is wild. Like, these roads are not built for big ass buses like that. It's just, this is a disaster.
2 hours later.
So sometimes things don't go as planned, and that happened today. So we were intending to park at this parking lot and take a cable car up to this really, really cool mountain and this restaurant and everything else like that. But the parking lot was full, and the closest parking that we could find was near another good restaurant. So sometimes things work out like that. But we didn't want to try to find parking 30 minutes away, walk up, take the cable car up, and then only to find out that at noon on a Saturday, the restaurant's going to be packed anyway. So we decided to go with the second best option, which is to find something around that looked really, really good, and this restaurant showed up. It's perfect.
At least the views are good. You think we're in Austria, but nope, we're still in Italy, and that is the cable car we would have been taking all the way up. So since we didn't take the cable car back and forth, that was about 40-45 euro each. Girl math is we're gonna go to a very nice restaurant and get very, very fancy drinks. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, but I'm not complaining right now.
Whoa, that's like sweet, sour. It's got like, it tastes like I'm drinking like flowers or something like that.
It tastes like the mountains to me. It's super like, you got the mountains.
It's so floral. Yeah, you can smell everything. I think I'll grab this piece. Then I'm gonna grab this. Then I'm gonna grab this.
It looks like a very bougie bread. You got paprika butter on your lips.
It kind of tastes like they smoked herbs into the butter. It's probably why it's kind of like dark orange. Or maybe it's this ridiculously hard bread. Not in a bad way, it's kind of good. It's kind of like a Italian cracker.
Yeah, Vern, you gotta have class. You can just...
I've got no class, but I have 2 utensils they give to you. I guess you're supposed to do it like this.
Yes.
Did
you?
Almost.
Vernon.
Comment down below if you've ever had to eat prosciutto this way.
You know what I like? I like the clips. It's like the clamps you just use. I don't know what they're called. I'll put a picture right here.
Awesome. So the guy noticed us recording and he asked us about
like
whether
you-
we're vloggers. So
Like you vloggers?
yeah, so it was really cool. So sometimes people get really curious about what we do here. So, but first, I am really curious about this prosciutto.
Not to correct you, but it's speck.
Okay.
You kept calling it prosciutto. People
I
from
don't-
Trento are gonna be like,
I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is whether it's good or not, and it's always good. So this is amazing.
I can smell it. So they cut it fresh and they bring it to the table, and the wind keeps blowing. Why do I feel like you're feeding me like? Oh my god, it's so smoky.
It's extremely smoky. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think I think this spec beats the spec we had in Bolzano.
Smokiest
For
speck of all
Christmas?
time here at
Yes.
this restaurant. God.
But honestly, I'm a little disappointed this restaurant's not full because it's delicious. And you had all those ristorante, pizzeria, bars all packed, but this place, like, look at this. Like, people need to be eating this.
It's very cute, and I think that one of the reasons why we get so lucky is more so because as Americans, we tend to try to be places either early or on time, and Italians are not like that. So we're always someplace early enough to where we're like one of the first people there.
So there's always like a table or two left. So like without reservation. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this cranberry horseradish. And I have even less class than Vernon because I'm just going to use my hands. I think this is what you're supposed to do. Our server said he's going to subscribe to us, so he's probably going to watch this video and think we're savages. I'm sorry, but the food here is delicious. Oh my God, cranberry horseradish. We need this on Thanksgiving. This would just blow everything. This with some turkey. One of the things I hate doing is destroying the beautiful artwork the chef made. But this is venison beef tartare. Wow. It's venison tartare. I've never had it, so that's why I can't even pronounce it. Okay. Okay. Vernon, this is for you. Watch me drop it in your drink. Okay, I put it on this plate. It's safe. Okay, now my turn.
See, I think I'm the ultimate judge when it comes to something like this because I don't really like tartare. I feel like I'm just eating ground beef.
There's strawberries. I think these are the strawberries the poor deer was probably eating, where you know.
Okay, so one of the things we try to do every time we go to a restaurant and get wine, if we do that sort of thing, is we try to get wine from the region, right? So this one is from the region that we're in right now, which is South Tyrol. Boom.
Oh, this camera's face tracking is too good. There we go.
Yeah, so this is a red wine. I got ribs. What did you get?
Pork.
Pork.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously that means we need some red wine.
Never have white wine with red meat. They'll deport you. How is it?
It's so good. Oh my
Really?
God. And the best part is, if we don't finish it, we can take it home with us, which we do all the time. It kind of gives us an excuse to buy an entire bottle of wine
Very nice.
without drinking the whole thing.
It's been like 2 minutes and Vernon's already cheating on me with the chef.
Honestly, she saw the camera and she knew. She knew right away.
What is inside
No,
there?
I'll bet you it's a wet wipe. It's a wet wipe for your hands and stuff like that. Because I'm getting ribs, right? So there's going to be a lot of sauce. There's going to be a lot of that stuff. So wet
Will be
wipes.
sauce, I bet. So here we have a classy meal. We have some Iberico pork. We have vegetables. We have potatoes. And then we have a caveman.
I'm not on the caveman diet. I mean, I'll tell you what. These cut of ribs right here literally look like a sword.
Yeah?
There's like a shape here that kind of looks like a sword. I mean, there's a salad, right? I'm not a total savage here, but
It's
but
for
this
show.
looks fantastic. It was on the menu. It was recommended, and I am gonna love this. I already know.
I think it was a bestseller too.
Yeah, it was one of the things that they recommended on the menu.
I smell it. I need a piece.
Dude, it is amazing. It reminds me of the barbecue food that they have in the U.S.
Dude, Texas. Yeah. Remember Snows?
I remember.
Remember when Vernon said he's gonna eat his salad?
I may have made a mistake.
You're more sauce than man at this point.
I'm okay with that. This is heaven. This is heaven right here.
How would you rate the ribs?
Probably a 9 or a 10. I mean, they're so good. They're so good right now. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Maybe it's the wine. I don't care.
I mean, that was
They're
a
really
perfect, the perfect combination. Do you think Italians make good the ribs?
This was the first time I've experienced ribs this good. Really, it really was. A lot of times it can be a little dry or something like that, but this is the first time I'm like, wow.
We opened the love ladder after, and there was a bib in here. Honestly, I could have probably used the bib more than Vernon, because my pork was very saucy and I got some on my shirt, as usual. I don't know why I keep wearing like pink and white, it just doesn't work. But if you come to this restaurant, make sure to get your bib on first before you eat. This is a very considerate restaurant, very, very nice. Kids out there, safety's first. In Italy, probably a lot of places, you can take your alcohol to go home and enjoy later. We're also gonna let our dog smell it. I feel bad we didn't have any bones or any little bits to bring him back home. Usually we try to do that, but we don't like to bring like Atlas with us because the pavement is so hot and his little 5-inch beans will probably burn in the sun. So we're gonna drive home now and go see how he's doing.
He's sitting at home right now in air conditioning, so I think he's probably fine.
With his nonna.